We're going to look now at graphing polynomials. Let's take a look at this polynomial here. Here we have a cubic. We've got 2x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 4. The first thing that you want to do is you want to factor this. We'll cover some techniques in factoring next class, but you should remember some things from high school, hopefully. And we're going to factor this by grouping. So one thing that we can do is we can take something out of both of these and see what happens. Let's take out an x squared. That's going to leave us with 2x plus 1. And then we're going to look at these and we're going to try to take something out of here. I think we can take out a minus 4, and that's going to leave us with 2x plus 1. Conveniently, we're left with the same factor here and here. So now I can rewrite it as x squared minus 1 times 2x plus 1. This is the difference of two squares, so I can factor this into x plus 1, x minus 1, and 2x plus 1. So now I want to find the zeros. And I'm going to have zeros at, when I solve each one of these for 0, minus 1 for this one, plus 1 for this one, and minus a half for this one. So those are going to be my zeros. So now I can begin to take a look at what the picture of this polynomial is going to look like. Plus 1. I'm going to have a 0 at minus 1. I'm going to have a 0 at minus 1/2. And I'm going to have a 0 at 1. All of these are of odd multiplicity. That means it's going to go through the graph here, here, and here. I also know where it's going to cross the y-axis. I have my y-intercept of minus 4, so I can indicate that as well. I also know that I have a third-degree polynomial, so it's going to be either this or it's going to be this. Because my leading coefficient is positive, it's going to be this one right here. It's going to start at negative infinity and end up at positive infinity. So that's not going to be our option. This is going to tell us everything we need to know about our graph. We're going to start somewhere down here. We're going to start somewhere up here. We know it's going to go through the graph here, 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 and here, and end up here. And so if it's, you can kind of guess where things are going to be going here. So I'm just going to connect the dots. I'm going to go through here and here. We're going to go through here and all the way up here. Now this gives us a rough picture of what we actually have. This doesn't have to be the actual polynomial, but we do know that it crosses these points. There's no reason to say that the polynomial couldn't be this. Or it could be even more dramatic. It could be something like this. But for most cases, when we use these polynomials, what we really care about are the points where it crosses the x-axis, where it crosses the y-axis, and then what happens at our extremes. Eventually, when you get to calculus, you'll be able to use techniques that will help you find this point here and find this point here. But for right now, for pre-calculus, these are the points and behavior that we're looking for.